What's the latest?
So look, a lot of noise today about a potential deal between cable giants Comcast, Charter, and the wireless company Sprint, coming from a Wall Street Journal article that posited that the cable companies could buy an equity stake or even outright acquire Sprint. There is some real news in the report. Bloomberg has confirmed that Sprint has been and will be in exclusive talks with the two cable companies for one more month. That means a T-Mobile deal with Sprint won't happen until later this year, if it happens at all. It certainly hasn't been a done deal that this would happen, but many analysts expected that it was a possibility, and certainly it makes sense. What I can tell you based on my reporting, it sounds very unlikely that the cable companies are going to buy Sprint outright, and maybe even this idea of a minority stake in Sprint is unlikely. For months, the cable companies have had discussions with Sprint about potentially using their wireless network in a similar way to how they currently use Verizon's network, or will use Verizon's network. This has nothing to do with M&A. It's called an MVNO agreement, a mobile virtual network operator. Comcast and Charter already have an agreement set up like this with Verizon. It allows Comcast and Charter to sell Verizon's wireless service branded Xfinity or Spectrum, the Comcast and Charter's brands, and bundle this service with current offerings of internet, home phone, and TV. We've known about this for a little while now. What's potentially new here, though, is that Sprint and the cable companies would have had an exclusive lockup period for so long. This is interesting because it does indicate that at least Sprint would have thought that maybe they could work out some sort of equity deal or, in fact, acquisition with the cable companies. What I'm hearing is probably not going to happen.